And I was like looking at this and knowing that nobody's been in this space for 27 years. Man, I can just imagine what it'd be like walking in there now. 1988, Odell's was shut down, padlocked, and I started receiving offers. A guy named Greg Scroggins, he had opened this club called Club Fantasies, and he had did this very, very successful promotion. I mean, he did the voiceover, he sold this product, and his first opening night, he got lines around the building, he said. But when people showed up, the product that he had advertised was not here. So on his second night, he had hardly anyone. So he came to me with an offer not to DJ here, but to partner with him. And we opened, after maybe a month of renovations, we reopened the space. And very successful. And Club Fantasy ran from 1988 to 1991. But this, even though it was the shortest span, I think it was the nucleus that allowed me to use my own creativity to be totally in charge, because Greg Scroggins, he just stepped back and let me do everything. I ran all my ideas, I ran the business. All he did was come in and collect. That was his interest. And even though I said it was a nucleus for me, it became the nucleus for many in Baltimore, because out of this space came Miss Tony, Ultra Nate, the Basement Boy, Rod Lee, Sean Caesar, K.W. Griff. It just like out of this space, all those talents and creativity started coming. We had a Sunday night party here that Teddy Douglas and Tommy Davis, they promoted it, and their roots were definitely house music, stuff from like New York, the type of stuff that was my roots at Odell's. The Friday night became Sean Caesar's night. He was a Friday night DJ, and that was more the urban music when hip hop was starting to become popular. And I don't know if they had started at that point creating the. I think they had just started with some of the Baltimore club music. Miss Tony came from here. He was just a personality, just being himself. He would sometimes get on the mic and to pump up the crowd, and house music and we don't have DJs that talk on the mic too much, but he just on Friday nights he started to kind of MC a little. For that crowd, and that led to him and Frank Ski doing a collaboration, which happened right around the time when we moved down to Paradox. On Saturday nights, it was mainly Michael Joyner. Michael Joyner also was more into the house music scene, which at that time it was called club music, but then. Well, first, when I was at Odell's, it used to be called dance music. Now they divided up into EDM and techno, but house music and all that. But in the early stage, it was all just called dance music, and then they started the different genres and dividing up and being more specific. A guy that was with me at that time was Timothy Barber. He was the artistic and creator of all the artistic stuff in the club. We had a big showcase when you walked in. He would change the theme and do decoration. Even one time he wrapped himself in saran wrap, totally nude, and stood in the case. So it was like, even though this was like a 3-year venue, it was like, wow.